back to the channel, everybody. I am Babyface P. Checking in with you guys for a tool review. No, not a tool review. I don't review tools. Behind me, hopefully as you guys can see, is the new LeBlond lathe that I've been so excited about. I put some money down on this. Let me turn you guys around. Put some money down on this back in January. So if you guys saw on Facebook a while back, this year I had decided I want a lathe. I wanted a nice metal lathe. So a friend ended up calling me up and saying, hey, I have one. It's available if you want it. It's a good price. He upgraded to a bigger lathe and he said, hey, come take this one. So I did. I put some money down. He was kind enough. Nick, you know who you are. He was kind enough to allow me to pay it off for a couple months instead of, just dumping all the money at once. What has it been, 4 months now? I paid it off in about 4 months, gave him cash little by little until I could afford it, and then drug this massive beast home. So this is a LeBlond, you can see. It's a LeBlond 13-inch heavy duty. It's pretty much got all the bells and whistles. This thing was from, I think, I'm guessing right now, in the 20s. I was told it was born somewhere around 1924. If anybody knows LeBlond stuff and wants to try to, let's see if we get that out of the light so you can actually see it. There's the serial number if anybody wants to try to figure out what that says. Oh, it's so hard to read. I think it's like KB145. I think there's a 5 right there. Hard to tell. So if anybody can figure out when that serial date goes back to, or if that's even correct, let me know. So what do we have? It's a 13-inch LeBlond right now. As it sits, it has a massive 12-inch 4-jaw chuck, independent 4-jaw. It works, it runs. I'll start it up for you guys in a second and show you it does work. It just needs a little TLC over time. But, for right now, I'm excited. I want to cut some chips before I do anything else. And there's some sort of, I think, high-speed steel that was left in it. You can see the finish is really terrible on this chowdered high-speed steel. That high-speed steel is actually, I think it's actually chipped. But it was there. This allows me finally to turn the lathe on and get it running. So anyways, this is what we got. 13, let's see, I think the swing, they say, is 13-inch. I think that's how it's measured over 40 inches maybe? I don't know. It's hard to say. It goes way back. This has a nice live feed tail stock. So this is this is live, which is nice. And it's really cool. It's got everything I need. I don't know what half this stuff does. We got switches there, and well, I know what the knobs do, but that I think is the auto feed. That is for cutting threads. There's all sorts of things. Here's the gearbox. You guys can see beautiful 1920s brass. It's pretty cool. All the black has come off, which is sad, but goal for right now, as it sits, I'm gonna do some learning on it first off. Learn to cut chips, learn to get some nice surface finishes, feeds and speeds, things like that. Once I get that, I honestly think, you guys know me, I'm going to probably end up taking it apart. There's a nice video by Keith Rutger on he's got a LeBlond heavy duty 12-inch that he took completely down, redid everything. This one I think needs that at some point, so I'll probably end up taking this thing completely down, stripping it down, and repainting it. I'm in between potentially repainting it Ford blue or going back to gray. I'm thinking of going back to gray, but I'm not sure yet. But anyways, let's cut to the chase. So, middle position for pause. That is reverse and forward, and it's on a 60 amp breaker at the moment on a 220 plug. So let's get this thing started up. A little loud, but it's really not too bad. Let's take a nice cut. So I had this zeroed. Let's go down here. Here's my 50. All right. So get rid of the backlash. You always got to get rid of backlash by going back, coming forward. That is where I was at, zeroed for when this piece, I originally cut some meat on this piece. I took, let's see, I think I took 10 thou off right now. So if we did a pass, we'll hit that. We'll hit the auto feed. Let it go. It's a little slow at the moment. Come on, Honor. Oh, wrong one. Sorry, the feed is right here, not right here. So, we pull up on the feed, like this. Up it goes, and you'll see, turns on its own. And it shouldn't cut any chips. You can see we're pretty far out. I've cut a good bit already. So let's turn the feed off, crank it back, bring us up to a 50 thou depth of cut. Get rid of the backlash. Right up to 50. Feed, and we'll see what it takes. Okay, so what I ended up doing, it looks like, is I went fully off. Let's go all the way back to 0. All the way back to 0. Get rid of the backlash. Come on. All the way around to 0. Let's see what this is going to do. This is going to be a massive cut. So we won't push the tool that heavy. Let's back it off to the 150 mark. Okay, nothing there, that's good. Let's go for, what's that, 175, I think? What kind of chips will make it 175? Nothing. There we go, now we got chips moving. Alright, so, that's zeroed out right there. Let's bring it off of the 175, take it back to the beginning, back to now, get rid of that backlash, and all the way to 0. Let's see how many chips we take here. Nothing. Alright. Backlash all the way to 0, and then we'll go for a 10 thou depth of cut. That should be 10 thou right there. It's kind of a slow feed at the moment, obviously, but look at that. Making chips. You can see the surface finish is absolutely horrendous. But it is cutting. That's the big thing I wanted to mess with, is make sure it cut. Alright, now we're going back to the 10 thou. We'll take another 10 thou. Actually, that's a 20 thou is what we just took. We took a 20 thou. This is stock aluminum, so obviously the aluminum's not that hard. Now we're doing another 20 thou depth of cut. Nice chip coming off right there. We'll get it right to that edge, and then we'll pop that lever back down. There. Boom. Pop it. Come off the cut, and then back. Turn the machine off. Move it slowing down. And you can see that this finish here, sorry, I was off a little bit. This finish on this aluminum, absolutely horrendous. My feeds and speeds are way off, and this high-speed steel tooling, see if I can show you guys how chipped and terrible this looks. It's kind of shitty and terrible looking. So, first things first, what we're gonna do, new tool post. I'm gonna get a quick change tool post, and I think I'm just gonna hit the ground running with some, here's Buckshot sniffing, he doesn't know what to think of it. I think I'm gonna hit the ground running with some insert tooling, just some, might as well just go straight for the good stuff, get some, what's it called, carbide insert tooling, and start with that. My first project, let's pull this up. I have some brass stock here. I think, sadly, I think this head is a little bit oversized for this tiny little stock, but you know, you piss with the cock God gave you. We do also have a smaller, like 6-inch 3-jaw, but it's also independent. It's not I believe it's independent. No, it might not be independent. So we may put that on instead of the 12-inch 4-jaw, because that thing is fucking massive. That could move the universe. But anyways, that's what we got. Hope you guys like it. We're gonna, if you guys are interested, I'll do a lot of videos on this thing as I learn. I guess if you guys want to see, you can learn too. Because right now I have my my Chinese mill back there that Walter gave me, Safety Harbor Firearms gave me, and I've learned a lot on that. I know nothing about lathes. I know absolutely nothing about lathes. So this is gonna be a cool learning experience. This is gonna be so much fun. I'm just gonna sit here and play with dials and move the speeds and feeds. It's gonna be awesome. So anyways, I hope you guys like this. Finally some new content coming out, and we'll do some stuff on this cool lathe. So like, share, subscribe, do whatever you guys do. Catch me on Instagram. That's where I post most of my stuff, pictures and videos, and me and the dog, and Marley. So that's baby_facepea on Instagram. Go look me up there. Peace.